How's it going, everyone? This is Precisely Podcast, a podcast about water and video games. I'm your host, Bo, and with me, as always, we got Tony Tone Tone.
What's up, dude? How are you?
I'm good, Slippery T. We also have Kelly,
What's up?
Highway to Cal. How are you?
Good.
And we are drinking water because we are recording a day late Sunday. This podcast will be coming out shortly after we're done recording. And it's early in the day, and we got things to do after this, so hopefully you guys don't mind.
And we're adults, and we're tired, and some of us have been sick,
Yes.
so
So
we're
it's all
just
good.
chilling
Yeah.
with some waters.
So I wanted to bring up Animal Crossing Switch console that we talked about in the last podcast, and got a bunch of our listeners hyped to buy 3 consoles so that they can sell 2 of them and keep one for themselves for free. Well, one thing that I didn't look up at the time is that the coronavirus has actually delayed the consoles until indefinitely. The game's still coming out on time, it looks like. You were able to pre-order yours, right, Kelly?
Yeah, I got my game through Best Buy. What was it? 2 weeks ago. I texted you because I saw their pre-order bonus or whatever was you can get an actual bells, like a cinch sack for the bells,
Okay.
like they have in the game.
That's cool.
But it was like a $5 add-on instead of having it at a full price of like $20 or whatever they wanted for it. So it was like you could pre-order the game and get that for a $5 edition, which I was like, you know what? That's cooler than cooler than a poster. It's cooler than a journal, and I would want that, but I wouldn't want to pay $20 for it. $5 is the right amount.
So what are you going to use it for?
I don't know. I might just set it up and put it with my Animal Crossing stuff. Trying to figure that out. I mean, I'll get into that later.
Yeah, or hang it off your book bag when you go to conventions, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'll put my money in it. Just go to the grocery store and open it up.
Okay.
and pay for my groceries from it. Just pull a 20 out. There you go.
I like it. Yeah, so the coronavirus, I think you still can't pre-order the Switch console, which to me is going to make it more hype. You know, it's going to make people want it more. And maybe it's Nintendo being Nintendo and just being trying to build hype around it more so. But the virus is definitely affecting a lot of things right now.
Actually, I was going to say, speaking of the coronavirus, I saw that Sony is not coming to PAX East now due to concerns of the coronavirus.
Oh, really?
Yes. So we talked about a couple episodes ago how they are not coming to E3 at all.
Yes.
We were like, that's a big deal. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, they're like, we're not coming to PAX East either now because of the coronavirus concerns. And so we just don't want to deal with the possibility of it. And I don't know. To me, that's weird. Yeah, that seems weird. Like, everybody in the world is, trying to prevent the spread of this and trying to not catch it themselves. But, we're all still living our lives and going places. PAX East is in Boston, right? I think.
Yeah.
So I don't even know. I mean, I haven't been following closely, but I don't even know if there's been many cases of it in Boston at all.
I don't think there is. I think there was one case in America.
Well, yeah,
right?
there's been maybe a handful, but a lot of those people were on cruises or, things like that where they would have caught it from something like that and they've been put in a quarantine or whatever. But I don't feel like it's just running rampant on the East Coast because even around here, there hasn't been any cases aside from people, again, who were on cruise ships and stuff. And
I think it's Sony just trying to make excuses to not do
things. I don't know. It seemed weird because it just doesn't. I mean, everybody else is still going.
Yeah.
They're not shutting down PAX East because Boston is infected with the coronavirus and nobody wants to go.
Maybe they know something that we don't know.
Maybe Sony has the intel.
Maybe Sony started the coronavirus.
Oh my God.
There you go.
That's it. The conspiracy begins here.
Maybe all PS5s will have the virus inside of it. So as soon as you
open that box,
you're infected.
Oh man. So they created it. I don't even know what the gain would be. besides world domination.
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
Maybe
Sony, I didn't think that of you.
Yeah,
but
maybe they like have a video game that you have to buy
Infected.
that has like the antivirus that heals you.
Oh, okay.
That's a reach.
Is it?
You have to buy the VR headset,
Oh,
and that has the
I like it.
antivirus in it. I don't know.
Whatever their most expensive thing is.
Yeah, yeah. That's exactly it. Yeah, no, it's an interesting piece. I saw that headline, and I was like, that's weird. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that'll hurt them at all, because we talked about how it's, mostly a digital platform nowadays anyway, but
yeah. And it should be.
It'll be interesting to see what PAX East is like then without PlayStation being there.
Yeah. So tell us about the Animal Crossing Direct.
Yeah, so I watched the Animal Crossing Direct the other day. It was about a 25 minute Direct. So it kind of opened up with Tom Nook running the show. He was saying, like, you've been invited on this trip to a deserted island through Nook Travel Agency or whatever, and you can come along and start, camping out. So basically everybody has a tent, we're all hanging out, and you get to go from there, like build your campsite and put things, you can put things in your tent, you can put things out of your tent and all this stuff. And he was kind of explaining the layout of your island, what we can do there, what you as the person who's the traveler can do. So it sounds like basically any Animal Crossing game you can pick your layout of your island. You can pick where it is, what it looks like.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then you can show up, and they kind of just drop you off at the airport, which is one of the like main things on your facilities on your island. So you have the airport, and then you can go to what's it called? Like a resident services building or something, and there's Tom Nook, and he's got his sons Timmy and Tommy with him, and they're got kind of a location where you can ask questions about how you can live there or hints, and it's got buying and selling options inside of there with them. And then you got a DIY workbench, actually, which is pretty cool. You can make your own things now.
Oh, cool.
You can create your own materials. Like you can learn a recipe, so to speak, and then learn how to make, I want to make a coffee table, or I want to make a wooden bench. Cool. And then you can customize from there. Like, I want to paint this bench pink, or I want to put my logo that I've designed on this, t-shirt or whatever. That. So you have this designing option now that's kind of, it made me think of almost like kind of like Fallout, where you learn recipes and things like that, and then you take it to the workbench, and all of a sudden you can create it at that workbench if you have those materials. Like if you have 5 scraps of wood and you have whatever, and you can create this thing. So that's a cool little addition, because usually
that gives you reason then to collect things more so than just filling up the collection or selling it.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty cool. I like that idea that you don't have to just strictly buy things now. You can create more. Like you could create in New Leaf, you could create like shirt designs and things like that. But in the same regard, you weren't looking to make like things like material objects to decorate your house with. So that's a pretty cool thing. Basically, they got you at this tent site, and you can make your tent site cool. And like after a while, it sounds like you can upgrade it to a house. And then you kind of go like you do in New Leaf, where you have the house. You can get house expansions, exterior design, etc., etc. And the same thing, you have a loan, and you have to pay it off eventually. There's no time limit, but it's kind of the same thing that they had at previous games with that. There was a lot of new stuff that they did bring around this time, though. And I know we touched on a couple things we hoped that they would bring in. So there was a couple things like that. And then there's a couple things that were like totally out of the water. Like there's now the option to jump in Animal Crossing, which has never been a thing.
Interesting.
You can now jump using a vault, like a pole vault. You can jump over water Like if there's a creek running between your town and you have to get to the other side because you're trying to escape some bees, all you can do is just vault over the water. Or if you're trying to get up a hill or like up a cliff or whatever, you can vault up the cliff, or you can get a ladder and go up the cliff. And it's pretty, or you can like jump off the cliff. It's pretty interesting with that. The other thing that was kind of cool was the ability to create in a different way that it was kind of, I feel like this game is more like The Sims than anything now,
Interesting.
because now you have the option to create pathways and roads and things like that. But, you know, I think you have to get to like a certain point in the game to learn these kind of things. But you can make a road, you can make a sandbox they were making in the one thing. That looks like you have a lot of options of ways you can make paths to get around your island.
Yeah.
They got that. What else was the new thing that I was thinking of? They have the as far as like your dangers, like, you know how we just had bees in the last one?
Yeah.
Now you have bees and scorpions and spiders.
Probably all do the same thing, sort of.
Yeah, so you can they all can, like, you know, sting you or whatever, and then you have to get medicine and you look terrible. But the other thing is now you can like pass out. You can like black out like in Pokemon. Like the black circles in on you and you just like fall to the ground.
Oh.
So I don't know if that it is going to like reset you back at your camp or whatever, but it's super weird. It looks cool though.
Yeah.
So I'll be interested to see like how many times you have to get stung to get passed out or whatever.
I'm interested just to see it, you know, and see the aspect of people being able to go to each other's islands and explore together. Yeah,
so that was the cool thing too. I was going to say is one of your facilities that you start your island off with is the airport, because you come into it. But then also the airport serves as a link, you know, like the train station was in the old one, but you get to travel to other people's towns or islands. And it's either you can travel to your friends, they can come to yours, or you can go to like random islands around. So there's definitely a lot more options with that. There's an option if you go to people's islands, you can again like harvest fruits and things like that. But when you go, you can't use an axe or I think it was a shovel unless you're best friends on the Switch. Because I guess they don't want people to just show up at somebody else's island and just wreck their shit and say, see ya.
That makes sense.
So unless you are of the best friends category on the Switch, then you can't use those things. But you can still visit and get like fruits and things like that.
I feel like my best friends would be more likely to do
exactly.
that.
I was going to say the same thing. Like, I was like, well, those people are just going to show up and dig my shit up anyway. Like, I could think of my one friend in particular who's just going to wreck it. Yeah. But I think it's a cool idea. The other thing is they're talking about, you know, you can have multiple, you know, logins on the Switch, right? You know, if you had your family and you had mom, dad, brother, sister, you all have multiple logins on the Switch. Well, what happens when you have an Animal Crossing island? Well, you get the island and you can have all of those people who are on the Switch residents of the island. So you can't have an island for mom and an island for dad and an island for sister or whatever. There's one island per console. So all these people reside on the island, and then if you want to, you can all play together. So if you want to log on and mom wants to get on and brother wants to get on, then you've got all of your family operating on the same island. So like there's a party leader essentially, and then you all kind of follow that leader and you get to do like, okay, today we're, you know, harvesting our fruit together. So we're all going to do that and we'll go sell it or whatever. So you are working as a group to get through and do your day with, you know, extra people. I think he said you can have up to 8 people on your island, and then up to 4 at a time for your multiplayer time. So if you want to hang out with your family, you can only have like 4 of them on at a time.
Okay.
So The other weird thing though with that is they're not doing the cloud save with the island. So if something happens right now to your console or your save file or whatever, it's kind of like gone. So they have no cloud save, but they're going to work. They said on the direct that they're working on something else to replace that. Some sort of like, if there was something to happen to your save file or your console, you'd be able to get it again. So I don't know. That's weird, but it makes sense, I guess. They don't want people having like 12 islands.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So, yeah, that's cool. Like you have that option to do a multiplayer. And basically a lot of the stuff is the same. You still have your fruits. It looks like you can chop up your trees to get wood now for your DIY. They're gonna, I guess, as soon as you like move through your town and complete more things, you get to add different facilities. Like besides your services and besides your airport, you can add like a town hall kind of where Isabel is. You can do Nook's Cranny, which is like the shop. And then what else? They had like a bunch of people, traveling salesmen, come in. They had like, Kix and Red and all those people that are traveling salespeople show up still. But they show up like different days in front of the town hall. And then I think the other thing was you could get the Able Sisters fashion, whatever, clothes store to show up too. So all those things, I don't know at what point you would get to be allowed to have them in your town, but I guess they eventually start showing up and you can build them or whatever it is. So that's cool too, that they're still bringing back a lot of the old, I guess, characters and situations.
Yeah.
So
sounds very interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Trying to think if there was anything else that was like stand out. Oh, they have like it's called Nook Miles. You can like do different achievements or whatever and earn them. And so if you earn enough miles, you can trade them in for like in-game exchange of like exclusive things. So I guess there's probably going to be different like different chairs and things like that, or I don't know, whatever they want to make. And like if you have so many Nook miles, you can buy this item or whatever. And then they also said that if you have enough Nook miles, you can go to different random islands, like mystery islands, and meet new animals and meet new, like, meet new residents, I guess, and collect different. So, like, if you don't have bananas on your island or whatever, you can go get them there. So it's cool that, like, they're going to give you an option to not go to an inhabited island, but, like, another deserted island to, like, check in and get things you might not have for yours. Cool. So yeah, it's a lot of new stuff going on, but a lot of very similar things still happening. A lot of similar characters and a lot of similar mechanics, it seems like. So I'm excited even more.
When's it come out again?
March 20th is the day. It's the International Day of Happiness too.
Really?
Yeah.
So
it's
I didn't know there was a day for that.
Oh, there
That's
is.
a good thing.
It's yes, because I'm going to be extremely happy. But yeah, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I've just been sitting around and thinking about this game for like a month now. And this direct came out and I watched it and I had like 20 minutes of me going, oh my God, why is it not March 20th?
Yeah.
Because I'm so ready to play this game.
Well, I am ready to play this game that I have been playing all throughout the podcast. Do you guys want to talk about this?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
All right. So I just picked up Dreams for the PS4 and wow, there's a lot to do. Yeah. So right now we before we recorded, we saw the intro of it and like the control scheme. What is Dreams to you guys? Like the little bit that you know.
What it seems like, it's like Netflix or something for video games.
I like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Like you can, I don't know,
stream.
Like if you want to just play a different game for 15 minutes, there's there's 115-minute games or whatever.
Yeah. I guess it's a good way to describe it is like, but at the same time, it's like you're going, I would think of it more as like YouTube for games.
Yeah,
because you can check out all this stuff, but it's all created by people. It's not like a professional game studio, like akin to, Netflix has professionally made movies and things. This is just like content creators on YouTube making things, just like normal people are making stuff, and you can just go check it out. So I think it's kind of like that. And then you yourself can create your own content too. So I think it's pretty cool.
It's definitely very unique.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen anything even close to this.
No, the thing that it sort of reminds me of, and this is a big stretch, would be Super Mario Maker.
Yeah.
Where you can design your own levels. Granted, with Mario Maker, you're in the confines of Mario things to use from to make your level. Whereas Dreams, it looks like you can create anything. And we haven't really explored how to create yet, but there's a bunch of tutorials that walk you through, creating like a rocket ship to a human to whatever. But then you can create your own thing, like a lamppost if you wanted to, and upload it to Dreams. And if someone's looking for a lamppost to use in their game that they're creating, they can use yours, and you'll gain experience from that, which is really cool. You can also do voice acting as well. If you wanted to spit off every word in the dictionary, I guess that's a way to do it, or just make your own simple sentences up. Right now we're playing someone made Silent Hill in Dreams.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's not exactly Silent Hill. It's more like a Minecraft version of Silent Hill. Well, that's
the thing, is all of these things that they make in this game are similar enough. Yeah. But at the same time, they're just off enough that you're like, this is like, that meme when it's like, I want this. Well, we have this at home. And then this at home. That's kind of what this is, this is the third party version of Silent Hill. Somebody just kind of chunked it out here. And it looks like enough like it to play it, but it's graphically not even close to the same.
Let me search for Mario right now.
Oh, you can do a randomly selected taster of the Dreamverse. So you can just kind of do a random.
That's cool.
That's cool.
So I just searched for Mario. We got Mario Elements. We got Mario 64 Maker.
Mario Hotel Intro, but Mario and Luigi aren't in the right game.
Hotel Mario, but help me. Please click that. I don't care what it is.
Right.
I need to know
stuff that comes from this.
So there's a bunch of Marios on the menu.
I just need to know.
And it's very user friendly. So it uses motion control. Whoa.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. That looks like Bowser.
Okay, is that supposed to be Sonic?
Yeah, Sonic looks
okay, so it's Sonic.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I wish we could show you guys this. I wish this wasn't a podcast.
Oh my.
What is it?
I'm going to have nightmares.
So this looks like it's just a video of
oh my
I
god.
don't know what's going on. It's like a bunch of Marios morphed into each other.
This is like if Mario met the guy who did the Human Centipede.
Yes.
And then he decided to put 30 more Marios on.
And drop a bunch of LSD.
I feel like I took LSD, but I know that I did not.
No. This is crazy.
This is terrifying.
So that's all that was.
It was just a video. But
I'm thumbsing it up because that was amazing. Good for you for making something.
It was a
like
ton
that.
of Marios with really big feet. And then Luigi showed up and there were a ton of Luigis. And then there was a background poorly made Sonic and Big Yoshi and Sans from Undertale and something else I couldn't tell. It was, wow, that was something else.
That was something else.
But yeah, that's just goes to show you that yes, you can make an entire cool, actual game, or you can make essentially game shit posting which is what this is going to be. I feel like a lot of people are just going to use it like they did VR chat. It's just going to be shit posting, but for video games.
And they might.
It's exciting.
And I'm all for that because I love a good shit post.
I wonder if they have like
my creation. Did you see that?
My creation.
I want to see if they have like a skateboarding game.
So the one that we played earlier when we
Shrek
first
Eternal.
got here. What'd you say?
Shrek Eternal.
Oh my god. We should we
Lord.
should definitely look for Shrek.
Skate park, skateboarding sim.
Oh, that looks cool. So the Sony Hawk. Oh my goodness.
Where's that at?
To the right. So the one that we played before we started
try
the
that one?
podcast. Yes, definitely.
So only 41 people.
Oh,
have
they're
played
making
this.
a documentary about Tony Hawk.
Ooh,
The games.
The
I definitely
games.
want to watch
Yeah.
that.
Oh, that's
like-
really cool.
It defined a generation. That's what
Oh,
they
it
said.
definitely did.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
He's just kind
So
of
this has some work.
okay. So
He's sliding.
he's basically it's a hoverboard because the wheels are not moving. Is he wearing a shirt or is that just his muscles?
I am off the map right now.
Goodbye.
This game
Oh wow.
might be a little.
He's too muscular and his torso is separated from his legs.
I feel like if I designed a
That's a
game,
deal
it might be
breaker
like
for
this.
sure.
Yeah, look at his kneecaps. His
I'm
kneecaps
going
are a
off the
different
map.
color than his body.
I don't know if you can do tricks. Whoa, it's taking me.
Okay.
What's going on? All right, so this isn't good.
Look at his glutes.
So what's it say? A remix of skateboarding tests. No,
It's
yeah.
a test.
That was bad.
So there is no thumbs down, but that's fine.
Oh. So the one we were playing earlier before we podcasted that we all got a chance to try was Crash Bandicoot. Somebody made Crash Bandicoot in Dreams, and it was more difficult than the Crash Bandicoot that was on PS4
Yeah.
because the depth perception on this is very difficult. I think
I want to try this one.
that one looks good. It's got a lot
This
of
one looks
thumbs.
better.
Oh, this one you can do tricks, but there's nobody on the skateboard. It just is the skateboard itself.
Okay. Push forward. Oh, we're still sliding.
Oh.
Turn, ollie, or R1.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, there's a pig on the bottom of it. You can grind.
I don't know where I'm going.
I don't either. Yes, so this is the weird thing is there's a lot of mechanics, I think.
I think because this is so new
Yeah.
that it's just going to keep getting better,
Right.
hopefully.
And also everybody's just getting a shot at it.
Look at that.
Oh, you nailed it.
570.
Oh, well, you don't get any points or anything for it
How do
though.
I grind? Oh, nope. Oh,
Oh.
that was
okay.
a kickflip.
But yeah, I think that the more people the more people who start playing this game and
Whoa, that's a half pipe?
that didn't look like that. So that's the other thing is a lot of this stuff is
Just trippy.
you can't it's hard to see the depth of it. But I think once more people start playing this game and more people get accustomed to how to make the mechanics work or how to make the ground work
Yeah,
because the
ground's not
ground
working.
does not look like ground right now and it's hurting my head. But once they
these
figure out how to
controls
do
are
these things,
Whack.
then I think they can start making some real, we'll see some real
There, I'm
cool
grinding.
things.
No.
You're just laying on the ledge. I think that this could lead to, somebody making something and a company contacting them and saying, hey, we like your idea and I saw
Yeah.
your thing in Dreams, why don't we kind of
that
hatch this out?
Gem Walker, definitely.
That was fun. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good game.
Yeah, there's a lot of, it looks like there's, simulation. It looks like there's platformer elements on a lot of
So
these.
you can see how many people are playing each game right now, which
Right.
it doesn't look like a lot of people are playing this. I think a lot of people are intimidated by it, what it might be, and I don't think that Sony, even though it's a Sony exclusive,
I have no idea what I've done.
okay, we gotta look at this. They really didn't advertise it because I think it's something sort of too hard to advertise. Like, hey, you can be a creator of your own game or just play other people's creations.
Yeah. And the cool thing is, when you are in this game, you are not a character. You are it's called an imp. And that's essentially your creativity, they said.
It's like your mouse too.
Yeah, and you can control it. What was really cool when we were doing it earlier with the tutorial was it's motion control. So you're not using your joysticks to move around. You are moving your entire controller to move your imp. So it's pretty cool that, and they're giving you the option to use the motion wands as well. Is his nose a dick? Just before we move on from this. It looks like it. It looks like
people are not going to understand this podcast at all because we're just commenting on what we're seeing on the screen.
Yeah,
I really like it. I'm excited to play with it, and I've always wanted to design my own video game, and maybe this will help me start that, or see the potential, or see how much I suck at doing it. Like, I wonder if you can do, like, a 2D side-scroller, like, something that looks like Super Nintendo and not...
I'm sure there's a way
something that looks like an N64.
To do that. Yeah. I think the cool thing is, as we do this, if we remember, like, some stuff that we've done to take a couple pictures and we'll
I
post
just leveled up.
Oh, and we'll put them up on the Instagram page.
Yeah.
And so people can see kind of what we were seeing today as we were going through it. But this is definitely has a lot of potential for, replayability, so to speak. It's definitely something you can jump right in.
Yeah.
Or you could spend hours making your own.
And it looks like, there's a leveling system from just playing games and trying out new games and giving people thumbs up and stuff. Sunset Robot Olympics.
And there's also, I've seen, as you've been scrolling, it looks like people are making arcade simulation kind of things. They're making, I think it was like Galaxian or something.
What the hell is that?
Oh my. You're a robot with a lot of wings.
Oh, dude, that's insane looking.
That's cool.
Okay.
So,
so I'm a big mechanical robot.
You have
jumping on platforms.
A lot of things going on, but nothing of it is doing anything.
Why is that? Why do I have a gun?
You have a huge gun, but all you're doing is platformer things, like jumping from levels to levels.
Yeah, it looks like something from like Nier Automata.
Yeah, but the gun is ridiculously humongous.
I think it's just people like being like, what can I make with this?
Right, and that's what's super cool.
Someone made that cool ass thing, and then they just put it in this like basic level,
stupid game.
But it could be in
yeah.
They could do a lot more with it. There's a lot of potential.
All right, guys. All right, platform.
Oh, there he goes. Yeah,
that didn't work.
Now you gotta wait for it to
look at that platform.
Jauntily come its way.
Yeah, it's like going back and forth. It's like, all
see,
right.
That's the thing is like when you think about these moving pieces. You think about these moving pieces. Somebody's creating it, and I guarantee they're not a video game creator on their full-time job.
No. I mean, he made a really cool robot, but man, this level sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the other part of it was fine. It's just this one platform. I don't.
I mean, he's definitely cool looking.
He's got a lot of stuff.
This robot, wow.
Can't fly, but he has like all these wings.
Yeah. This robot someone else could use in their video game.
Right.
And be like, yeah, I want to make like a mechanical robot shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Yeah. This is next level Rock'em Sock'em. But the other thing, it looks like you're in kind of like a mixture between like I guess like Crash Bandicoot and like Uncharted. This level.
Yeah, this platform is
this
bugging me out. Oh, right. Oh.
You just gotta wait till it.
God darn it! Oh, my imp went away. All right. So
you can get out of the imp and like look around the level. I guess,
you can. You're possessing the character basically, so you can exit, I guess, at any point in time and look around the level.
No idea how I did that though. Okay.
I think R2, right? You just.
So, I don't know if I can really go around the level.
Well, you can at least like look at stuff.
I can just be an imp.
Yeah, just hanging out.
I don't know. I'm excited to just like explore this more. I think Like even that Mario video, like that's just cool. Like that reminds me of like when YouTube first came out and people started making
Serious
like weird
YouTube
stuff.
poop.
Yeah. All right. Oh, I
Oh.
was so close.
Can't you stand still in it?
It like shakes you off.
Yeah, it's like it's like having a seizure basically, like this platform seizure.
All right, what else do we need to talk about?
All right, so I wanted to talk about games that I played, which I only played 2 of them. Echo Chrome is a PSP game, and it never came out to the States, but I found it through searching up weird video games and for the PSP. And because the PSP isn't region locked, you can buy games from different countries and play them. So Echo Chrome is like MC Escher. Are you guys familiar with that artist?
Oh yeah.
Like with Metamorphosis is like one of his famous paintings where it's like bumblebees turning into birds, turning into shapes and chess pieces to buildings.
Yeah, he's also like the guy who is famous for, I guess, if you think about like the staircase kind of paintings where the stairs, you don't know which way they're going and they blend into each other. Those kind of things that's Escher.
Yeah, so this is an Escher-like game with staircases, and it deals with perspective, and you essentially have like a character that's dropped down onto this Escher-like, very minimalistic like platform where you see a staircase, but there's no way for him to get up that staircase, but you can rotate the camera to make the perspective differently, and then he can start walking up the staircase. It's really cool. It's a really cool puzzle type game, and I'm surprised we didn't get it for the States, but highly recommend it. It's all just white and black graphics and really well done for a PSP game. I'll show it to you later, Kelly.
Yeah, that's cool. I kind of like that idea of taking almost like an artist's point of view.
Yeah.
A famous artist and putting into a video game. That's a cool idea. I want like a Jackson Pollock video game.
That'd be
and a Picasso video game.
You should definitely check out Echo Chrome. I think
cool.
it costs like $8
So look
shipped
it out.
from a different country to me.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. The other game I played was Celeste, and I'm very close to finishing it. I just haven't had the time to go back to it. I wrote a decent amount, so bear with me. It deals with anxiety and not amounting to enough. Your protagonist just feels like she's not good enough, but is determined to climb this mountain to the very top. And everyone on the way, all the NPCs are like, you can't make it. You're not going to do it. Like, you'll give up halfway. And then even her like self-consciousness like comes out into a form and is making her doubt herself, but she's determined to do it. And it's a game of trial and error. It's a platformer, 2D platformer, like 8-bit graphics, and it's so well done. It's like Ori and the Blind Forest with the controls. They're just on point where you're going to die over and over and over again, but there's no lives, so you just restart from where you last were to try it again and again. There was a really cool part I got to in Chapter 4 where it was like a hidden area and there's a white block on the screen. Super out of place, but most gamers that grew up with the original Nintendo knows what to do with a big white block, right? And I'm talking about Mario, like the original Super Mario, where if you hold down, you go behind the white block. And I did that in Celeste, and I was able to get like the secret item by going behind the level, which was like a cool little shout out to Nintendo and Mario. Celeste reminds me a lot about the original Super Mario Brothers. It teaches you everything you need to know in each level. It's a progression of playing it over and over again that will make you a better player. And what's nice is that it counts how many deaths you had after completing each chapter. For instance, Chapter 6, I had 220 deaths. It's repetition that makes us better, and the game wants you to give up, but as long as you keep trying, you will always succeed. it's like a life lesson through a video game.
That's cool. Celeste is one of those games that I've heard a lot about.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's up my alley. And I just haven't, took the plunge on it. But
yeah. And I'm so glad that I did. Like, I bought it in hopes that my wife would like it. She couldn't get over the 8-bit graphics. She was just like, it looks shitty. I don't want to play it. And then I played it for a little. I was like, I don't really feel like playing it right now. And then I went back to it, and I was just like, this game is on point. So I can't wait to finish it. The music's great, too. It's vivacious, orchestral, like with piano and wind instruments.
It's cool. It's definitely a big deal.
Yeah, and it just like, it makes you want to keep playing it. It makes you want to get to the next chapter, see how many deaths you got. There's a bunch of like hidden strawberries in each chapter as well. So you have that collectible where you don't need to go for it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're
me, you must go for it.
And the strawberries are very hard to get, where like you can see it where it is, but how you get to it is going to be really difficult without dying. So yeah, those are the 2 games I played.
Cool.
How about you, Town?
I've just been playing Call of Duty. Did you try Goat Simulator yet?
No, haven't tried it.
Dude, gotta do it.
You should try it.
So I've been playing Call of Duty with you as well.
Oh yeah.
How's it been going?
Tony kicks ass.
Get him over there smiling.
He was not lying. He is good. He gets like 30 to 40 kills.
Nice.
Each match with
like
2 to 4
I have
deaths.
nothing to show for it.
Either way, like, you are really good. He's always top of the team in leaderboards.
Nice.
And he, like, it is his game. He likes to shit talk, during it. And I enjoy the banter with the clan members and stuff.
Yeah.
Not clan members. That sounds like KKK. But
our friends.
Yeah, our friends.
But isn't that what you're called when you're all
I guess.
If
you have a clan tag? Yeah.
We don't really do that.
Yeah.
But technically, you are called like a clan.
None of my friends are good enough that I want to be in a.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, it was a lot of fun. Definitely going to go back to it. To me, like, I used to be addicted to those games, and it sort of scared me to play them again. But now I feel like not to say that I've matured, but I see it more as like, oh, I got a half an hour. Let me jump on tonight and play with Tony because I know he's going to be on. I know Jake's going to be on. Let me hit up Capri, see if she wants to join.
Yeah, exactly. And then you all talk to each other and play the game together.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, that's exactly how I wind down.
Honestly, I don't even play that much if there's not someone else online to play with.
Exactly.
It really isn't as fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Kelly, how about you? What you been playing?
Just Animal Crossing, basically.
Getting ready.
Just doing my my nightly routine. Last night I was like doing stuff and Scott was like, we should play Mario Kart. And I was like, okay. Yeah. Because he's not one to like we play games together, but he's not one to be like, let's play a game together. So he came up and was like, let's play Mario Kart. I was like, all right. And also because I was surprised because you know how good I am at Mario Kart and he's not. And so I just beat him ridiculously every game. So it's just like me coming out on top every single time, and he's in like 7th place on every race. And I feel bad.
What CC were you doing?
That's funny.
150. I let him pick. I let him pick all the stuff because
150 can be really tough.
Yeah.
But that's like the slowest speed I want to go.
Yes, that's exactly right. I will.
150 is just like, oh, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, I joke, but like I put a lot of time into Mario Kart in my life. Mm-hmm. It's been a long time love for me. So the fact that I play the way I play is because of years of practice.
Yeah.
So I think I took a picture of it last night, but the final, like we were just doing races like random on the like if you just hit
which one were you playing?
The Switch one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like the random races, and I was at the top of the leaderboard with 246 points. He was in second at 177. And then the third place was 166. So like the lowest person was 52. Like the spread was ridiculous, but it was a good time. So I mean, I enjoyed that a lot. I like the fact that we can just sit down and play that stuff. It's cool. So I think we want to try to play more things together now. I think we're making a point to do that. But I haven't played a lot because I've been doing a lot of home renovation kind of thing. I've been working on my game room a lot. So that's been something that I've been working on. I'm actually going to start putting some shelves up around the top of my room soon.
Nice.
So I can get some collectibles and things up like that. So that's pretty much what I've been doing.
So I just turned back dreams.
You couldn't stay away.
And found a Mario game that is actually sort of controlling like a 3D Mario game. I don't know how.
You have to go around the backside there.
That's why.
Yeah, I mean the coins are perfectly emulated. I just want to say they literally look exactly like a Mario coin. Mario looks a little stubbier. Look at him.
Yeah, he looks
a little more like a toe.
He's a little bit of a chunk.
That wall jump isn't perfect either, but I mean, this is cool. I'm playing Mario on a Sony console.
You know what? This is the one you...
I just fell.
What was that one platformer you played with the sloth thing earlier? This reminds me... A lot of these games are reminding me of Captain Toad.
Yeah, that game reminded me of...
These all look like a Captain Toad kind of situation. You got a small little map, and you got to rotate around to figure out what you're supposed to do. Yeah, but this
is playing pretty...
Looks very Mario-like.
You're not going to get that box?
Oh my gosh.
No, he's not.
No, I'm going to keep falling off the level.
All right, do you have anything else you want to talk about, or you just want to play games?
I just want to play Dreams.
All right.
So yeah, playing Mario on the PlayStation.
Oh, you want to throw that thing in there?
Yeah, take that with that. But yeah, check out our website that Kelly's fiance made for us, Scott, precisely.live. It's still work in progress right now, but it's looking good. Cool bios up. You can contact us through that.
I was going to say the other thing, it's new, I just learned how to do, was now we can make blog posts. So I think that we'll start probably doing that.
Yeah, we'll try.
Try to get that going, but it'll be interesting. So check back in and hear some of our inner thoughts on digital paper.
Yeah.
It'll be cool.
Thank you guys for listening. We haven't shouted out our Instagram pages in a while, probably because everyone knows them already, but mine is Beaus, BEAUS _game room. Kelly, you are...
Highway to Kel.
I'm Precisely Tony.
And that's all for today.
Yeah.
That's it. We're out here playing video games.
Yeah.
We out.
Yeah, we definitely out.